Okay guys, I'm going to be talking about Beats Pros. I've had these for about a month, so I'm not going to be doing an unboxing. If you want an unboxing, you can find one on YouTube. Um, anyway, first I'm going to go over what you get inside the box. I mean, I'm not going to show you the details on the box because everyone does that. So, inside, as you've probably all seen, because I'm guessing you guys too have seen unboxing videos for these if you're looking for reviews like I do. First I'm going to start with is my receipt. If you look there, it's from Best Buy. So these are authentic. You know that for sure when watching this review. Next thing is they show on their website that there's an attached 1/8 to 1/4, which is right here. Now, this little ring here, as you can see, goes on and flips on around right there. But it gets annoying to me because I'm not going to be using it that often. I mean, if I was going to, I'd use it for my home theater system. Now, here's the disadvantage. With the Studios ones that comes with it, there aren't threads. And what I mean by threads is if you look right here, really closely, you can see at the end of that, right there, there's threads. And that's designed so that this piece can screw on like this and it's locked on there. You can't pull it apart, and that way you don't leave it behind, which is what quote from their website. So that's there, but when you, let's say like me, when I used the Studios, I used to just leave the Studios 1/8 to 1/4 in my home theater system in the plug in the front. When I went to try and plug in another headphone jack into this, it did not work. So you can't use like extensions or anything with it unless Beats sells one, which I doubt they do. Let's see. Next thing is, you know, you got your manual and warranty everyone talks about, and the cloth, instead of being red, that came with the Studios, is black. And let's see here. Okay, on this side of the box, as you all know from the thing, you know, you had your headphones, and then you move the little plastic piece, and you get to the box, and we all know what's in the box, the little cloth thing that has the cool little metal clasp, as one of the videos says. Anyway, enough of the box. Box is boring. Alright. On to the headphones, which is what everyone's watching this for. First, the headphones has an awesome logo, Beats by Dre, on there. Huge, nice, visible. I like that. Now, they're a little big. You put them on your neck. You know, they scrunch your face a little bit, unless you have like really, really long neck. As you can see, I'm sitting upright, and they're basically touching on both sides. So they're very wide. Next thing was, I found after having them for about, well, basically the first day, they hurt your ears. And it's mainly because this inside piece, I don't know if I can show you, right here, oops, there you go. Okay, right there is very, very thin. You can feel the holes, which I'll show you the holes. These, according to their instructions online to take the cups off, you actually are supposed to be pushing down on the B, which you don't have to. You just grab it, you squeeze, oops, squeeze it, and twist, and it pops right off. Now, I don't know if any other reviews have shown this, but now, you see the holes there. Sorry, the lighting's kind of terrible. But see, these holes here actually rub on your ear. And this piece, if I can get it, there, that's a good shot, is kind of pushed up. So that pushes against your ears. But besides that, I mean, you got plenty of space inside these. These are, like they say, detachable. I mean, if you can kind of see it. I mean, there, you can see how it's see-through. So it's very, very thin. I'm going to do a quick comparison if you listen closely. One feels very tight, and then the other one, I mean, one's a lot more tighter than the other one. That's the left side. The next thing I'm going to go over is, well, I guess materials. I mean, as we all know, that I got it clasped on, it's all metal. The only thing I found is inside this is very, very flimsy. if you can see how easily it is for me to push it in, you know, it's very hollow. It's like a very thin piece of metal going through this. And also, it's probably very hard to see, but you can see right here that metal is pushing against the leather. Not a big deal. Hopefully it doesn't create a hole, which if it does, I'll be talking to Monster about that. Spin features, you know, pretty sweet. You can have it on your head, flip it back, you know. But, now the disadvantages that I've sometimes found is when I go to spin it, and I go like that, the other side, if you look here, starts to turn once it, you know, it's last on. So it's almost like the ratcheting is almost maybe too strong on one side or something. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. That's not my job anyway. So now we're talking about comfort, looks. Cord, everyone shows you how awesome it is. It locks on, twist it, pull, lock, push it back in, twist it, lock it back in. Awesome, right? Yeah. Then we all, you know, at least I wanted to know about the expandable cord, you know, because it's straight. Then you have this little piece, which to me is kind of random, that extends. Okay, you can kind of see, have an idea. I'll grab my iPod here. You can see it just basically hooks in, just like that. So, I mean, it basically wraps around it. So, I mean, that's a good feature when it comes to putting it in your pocket. Now, I found when it starts to pull, it'll do it. It pulls out of your iPod. I mean, and I wasn't pulling, actually. It looked like I was pulling that hard, but I really not. So, you know, that can be a disadvantage. You drop your iPod, it pops right out. So, you know, that's, to me, kind of annoying. It can get in the way. When you put it in your pockets, you go to pull it out, you pull your iPod out. This is thick, you know, it's bunchier. It catches on your pocket, pulls out again. So, I think they could do without that. This is actually a fairly long cord as it is. So I think they could either just extend it, get rid of this, or they could just, you know, do without extending it. I mean, either way would work. Talking about sound, I've had the studios, I have the tours, and I got the pros, and overall, I really like the sound of the pros way better than the studios. Now, there's songs like How Low. I mean, most of the songs that are on Ludacris's Battle of the Sexes CD, they have very low bass hits. Now, the big low bass hits, they're looking at studio headphones. Those handle those way better. I think it's because the amplified driver in there helps push those lows out. But as far as your middle and higher bass hits, then you're talking about the pros. Those handle them way better. Noise, as far as leakage, it's hard for me to show it because I have to like try and play something loud and have you try and listen, which everyone tries to do that. You really can't. I mean, you basically have to go to Best Buy and try and cover them. Basically, all I can say is, though, these don't leak nearly as much as the studios did because I put them side by side, covered both of them, and I could hardly hear these compared to the studios. So, I mean, that's a good thing they've added. I think it's more the metal being more durable. Well, I guess another thing that everyone's shown you is you can unhook this and re-put it into the other side, and it works just fine. You know, all fine and dandy. And also, the really cool thing is if you take your other headphones and you plug this piece in to this side, which I know the Beats did a good job because, like, here's, I'm holding the Tours here. If you look there, right there at the bottom, there's that little metal lip that pushes down. This thing, if you look down in there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. See if I can get the right angle here. Probably won't. Anyway, it's actually fairly deep down in there. Now, the reason why I haven't tried any other headphones besides my Beats, that's all I use. But those push down in there and snap, you can see that slush. So I told you about that lip. So, I mean, I don't know how well other headphones that are thicker would work with these, but I know the Beats with Beats work great, sound awesome. It doesn't affect the volume or anything. Anyway, but that's my review on Beats Pros, and I definitely would not recommend any other brand besides Beats.